Hello everyone, good night. Sorry for the delay. Um, we had a few issues here with an e-sub and like an emergency for game one, but it's all set and the teams are already drafting as we see here. Tonight I have Shroud as our guest. Shroud is an old member of one of the ET teams for the D4 back it used to be the Plat team. So hey
Mhm.
Shroud, how you doing? How's it going tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. Um, I'm watching draft right now, and I'm very concerned with ET's draft. I'm not gonna lie, but maybe I hope they can bring it through. I'll always support like my old org.
I'm also gonna send you the live in case if you're watching from Twitch.
Yeah, I'm watching
Um,
from Twitch.
and I'm also gonna share with you my screen in Discord so you can actually see real time and not with this small delay that Twitch brings.
Okay, sounds good.
But yeah, so far it's been pretty interesting choices. Um, as I don't know if you're still playing jungle, but as a let's say a former jungle at least, what are your thoughts on the current Shyvana in the jungle and not top lane? Because I believe she did get a couple nerfs in the top lane.
Mm, Current Shyvana and jungle just doesn't fit the meta. You don't want to, at least for solo queue, it's fine to play, but if you're playing it in a team like 5v5 team play game sense, like it's not good enough. It doesn't add tempo early game. Her hugest power spikes level is 6 with Sheen bot building into Triforce. It's not good enough to be played. Into Maokai too. Maokai has so much level 3 pressure. Shyvana cannot early gank early. She has no gank pressure before 6. I just don't agree with this pick, but if they can pull it off, they can pull it off.
Sounds good. Try to find here. Crap, where is the? I need to enable streamer mode, but I forgot where it is. Ah, I think I found it. Streamer mode. Sweet. Okay, should be back at streamer mode. Uh, so okay, so they first pick Maokai, Ash and Mordekaiser are interesting. Not sure. I mean, I think the size is good overall
Yeah,
for the
Silas is a
ults,
good pick here. With
but
Mordekaiser Maokai.
it kind of feels like still blindable Silas. Um, because we should expect this Maokai in the jungle, although he could be
Yeah,
flexible.
it could be. It could be Maokai support also.
Okay, so just a little things for the chat. So Tucker, this is an E4 league. Um, so just as information, this is the Titans Division League. So this is the lowest league in Titans. And for Curry Low, we had to use an E sub. Um, so we had a couple losses of bans. We had an E sub to use and also the lateness to find an E sub. So on top of the -3 bans for the E sub you were using for game one, there's also the tardiness -1 ban. So unfortunately, might be a rough in terms of drafting for game one. And thanks for the cheers, unpopular Nikki. Much love. Now we saw fourth pick brand. Um, I'm not sure
Damn.
about this. Not gonna
Um,
lie.
are they throwing first game? I don't understand.
I guess they're looking with something very weird. I'm not gonna lie. And Road does get the Zeref. I don't know if you have seen a lot of Zeref before,
Yeah,
but
Xerath is so
it
disgusting
is
right
pretty
now.
strong.
I've abused it a couple of times in rank too. It's not fun for the enemy, or honestly, it's not fun to play either.
Yeah, and Solar is not looking like with a big range either. So we see the Irelia or
Oh, well, yeah.
Jace. They're finishing up the bans. Okay, so finish with the Jace instead.
I would
Interesting
like to
choice.
see Jace here, yes. It's a way better pick with their team comp. They have Xerath, Jace, Maokai. A very good. just long range poke.
Okay, so they're hold on. Okay, so the question. Okay, so this is zero support to deal with the brand, so they should have like range advantage in that
Yeah.
bot lane, and they should have prio as well.
Pantheon.
Ooh, that's a bold move.
I think that's Pantheon mid. This is X playing top, right?
Oh no, so Axe is actually not playing on AT Solar. Axe playing on ET New Moon for game one tonight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's gonna be on the Titan stream for game one.
So this is Silas top. Silas mid, Pantheon top.
Yeah, I don't know how Sal's goes into Mordecai's, but I would imagine he has some hard time.
From what I know, both of these matchups are not that good for Silas. Mordekaiser's actually better for him, but Pantheon excels against Jace. He's very good into Jace and is pretty bad into Mord, unless you're good at Pan.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking too, getting that Pantheon onto these Jace lane. Wait, what the hell happened here? Did I get kicked out? Wait, hold on. Something happened. Looks like everybody got kicked out from the Oh god.
To watch the live game, where am I supposed to go?
Um, let me. Are you in league right now?
Yeah, yeah, I was just away.
Alright, so I'm gonna hop you. I'm gonna bring you in so you can just hop into spec.
Okay. I think one of them has to hop down so I can hop in.
Wait, I don't see you online yet. Or I
Oh,
mean on the chat.
you invited me already, but when a lobby's full, you can't join it. Like if
Oh,
there's 5 people in the teams.
I mean it shouldn't be because they're still opening.
Oh. I'll relog and see if that fixes it.
No worries, because they're just popping up. So sorry for the delay, guys. The lobby literally just I think time out. So just waiting for the guys to get back here. I think just okay. So let's see, Miss Tucker. I think Ro just wins draft here. Not gonna lie, Solar seems to have no draft identity. Ro has super poke comp that can be just abused. Silver's Morse is an okay matchup. Really skill based, but you can win if good. Reap and A. Hey Robbie, how's it going? Yeah, so we did have the issue of the bans, and we're also using the issue with the what's called the e subs that we had to pick up at last second. I'm sure that the fact that we didn't ban we didn't have four bans kind of implied a little bit on some of these peaks. I wouldn't be expecting to see the Pantheon or the brand, to be honest. So I think it's more like a shot in the dark and see what happens. But yeah, that's
Brand did get buffed on this patch though, so maybe they've been practicing it and they think it's good enough.
okay. Let's see if if you're gonna be able to get it. There's like
Okay,
two spots left, but if not, I'll just stream from Discord.
okay. Did you send the invite yet?
Yeah, it shows you're invited. Ego is Shroud, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't get it this time.
Oh,
I'll try one more time. If not, we'll just use Discord.
wait, which one are you using? Oh, did you log into the? He don't try. Oh, never mind. They just started.
They started? Okay. Then
Yeah,
I'll just watch from Discord.
no worries. Let me know if you can see everything good. I should have 1440p for resolution there. Yeah, I don't know about Rogue Champles, but the no bets for sure hurt, especially E4 cap. Yes. Well, let's see. This is the very first game of the Titans Division League, so there's, you know, it's a best of three. Hopefully, it's not gonna be a too bad of a match, but obviously, it is a little concerning. But we'll see how the team behaves. Um, the team is actually doing pretty well so far. At least I can say the top. Well, since we're using Aesop jungle, we don't normally play with this jungler, but top and the bot lane have been playing together for a while, so that's good. And from the side of Dorado Gaming Row, they do have a pretty good roster, given the the elo bracket we're playing. They're pretty well known in the scene, in the you know now it's the plat scene, right? After the rank changes, but I do expect a couple people from the side of the Dorado game to up the game for this match. Anderson Shingun, he's currently the which champion did he pick? I believe yeah. So he is the Maokai jungle, so I expect him to do well. Um, the top laner on the Mordekaiser, Sunrise Jr., also expected to have a very good series. And lastly, um, the mid lane induced also expected to have a good series. So these three guys should be the strongest side of this team overall from what I've discussed in the past couple of days with many other people. But I'm just excited to see how this will go, and glad to have everyone here on board with us. Let's see. So we're just waiting for the in-game draft, and then we're gonna hop on the game. But yeah, draft-wise, it's not looking so good for Solar, but it is what we have for today.
We'll see if they can pull it through.
Yep.
The E-sub is the jungler, correct?
Yes.
That makes more sense with the Shyvana.
That is true. So for our viewers here, I'm gonna start some pollings and predictions if you guys wanna participate. If you guys wanna participate, feel free to do so. Um, in the meantime, as we wait for the game to start, uh, what I will do is I'll put us on a brief break and we will be right back. So stay tuned and we'll have the game starting in shortly. back into the game. Just starting here. Remembering Dorado Gaming on the blue side and ET Solar on the red side. And we're seeing the Pantheon on Psycho Ghost, so that Pantheon is going top lane with Ignite. And we see a Silas with First Strike going mid lane for Svar. So we're seeing some poke here, some trades,
I
and
like how
there's
Maokai started sweeper.
y-
Smart.
yeah, taking off Shyvana's initial ward.
Something he should have done was call his one of his solo laners though for early level 2. Ah,
Looks
what?
like some friendship here in the mid lane. But so far, just nothing crazy. Just you see here the brand walking forward, trying to poke Ash, but no further attempts of getting vision. We're seeing the Mordekaiser are trying to do like maybe doing a fake leash, while the bot lane from ET Solar is going straight for the bush. Jeez. Now we see Panda with a late invade, warding the blue buff, getting vision for Solar, knowing that the Mordecai or the Maokai is starting the bot side. And from the side of Dorado, they think could be a they don't really know, and that's a good poke
Nice
here.
poke onto Zera, but Dark did miss 2 minions.
Okay, so it looks like Trux is getting some pressure, especially for them to get level 2 probably first. Yep, they get level 2, but they're too far to do anything. Oh yeah, and good point by I Am Insanity, and thanks for the follow. He pointed out Brand has clings instead
What?
of a more
Why does he have cleanse?
yeah instead of a more aggressive
Must have
summoners.
been a misclick, I don't know. I guess for Ashe ult, but Ezreal should be taking cleanse here.
That's for sure. They're running cleanse and heal in the bot lane versus heal and ghost from Dorado. But so far,
Nice play.
yeah, the poke coming in from Trucks, keeping
The
Prio here.
CS lead is huge though, already. 10 CS up.
Yeah, and so far it's on the top lane we're seeing a 7 CS lead so far. Mid's pretty even, although we see Svar pretty chunked as expected this to
Yeah.
be.
I'm guessing his first strike has 0 gold already, because I don't know why he did it.
Okay, looks Sunrise going for a pretty good trade into Psycho Ghost.
Yeah.
60% health as he crashes a wave. Maokai is nearby. They could probably look for some sort of a dive here with Maokai resetting. That's what they're looking for here. Maokai's coming in. Oh, Psycho went for the trade. He got 2 tower shots, but the dive is here.
Yeah, he's
Oops.
dead. Oh, never mind.
Never mind, he survived. Oh,
Wait,
Psycho. That's a good... I mean, they can try again, but a little risky.
but why did Mordekaiser? Mordekaiser wasn't taking tower, I don't know why he flashed.
Oh, Zvar's pretty low too. He probably gonna have to reset and TP back. I think,
Very well played by Psycho though.
yeah, I think what happened was Anderson Chingon didn't wait, uh, like he didn't tank for too long, and then he just pressed W, and that's when the uh, turret aggro changed.
Oh, maybe.
But yeah,
But the
Pantheon,
CS lead on bot just keeps on getting bigger.
yeah. And the good thing is he didn't dive. He took all that wave. He wasn't able to crash, but still, he's not gonna be short on XP initially.
And their buys are pretty even too.
Yeah, so we see here good ward by Dark here. They have a good vision in the bot side. as they continue to pressure um, the bot lane from Dorado. We saw Spreadum Cheeks taking the golems from Maokai, so he's also ahead in CS in that department.
Interesting name of the ESO.
Oh, Truck's gonna get caught. He does flash
Oh,
away.
nice engage by Maokai.
The clean schemes is not enough, and
Um,
first blood on Afron. Now all that lead is kind of into nothing as we see Dorado getting like a 100 gold lead.
yeah,
So yeah, that 400 gold was everything that they built in the first 5 minutes, but the first blood kind of negating that.
this does give them drag pressure now too, because Ash gets Noon Quiver buff. It's gonna be interesting.
We do see the Pantheon here, Psycho
Nice
Ghost,
trade.
Svar starting to
Okay.
trade.
Brand is also walking. This could be a kill. No, he
They
flashed. Oh
take a
wait,
flash.
one?
They do
Hit
get the
nice.
stun, but I think they might just chunk. Okay, flash from Maokai 2. He pops Var out. They just chunk the Jace. And they probably gonna be able to survive any potential, loss in the Drake since they have a mid prior now.
If I was them, I would just be running straight to drag here. Interesting call that they didn't.
Yeah, now we did see that Sarai Jr. open up 20, oh actually 30 CS lead,
Right,
but
30 TS.
Panda's gonna
Two
catch up
level lead
these.
still. I don't like how Brand is shoving relief this early. Ezreal just lost a bunch of minions.
And the XP as well.
Yeah.
But we see the Shyvana looking for these Drake here maybe? No, just wait.
Dark.
Maokai goes into Dark. Dark flashes away. Oh, the
Good
Ash ults
call.
connect, but Spread Them Cheeks is level
Shyvana ult?
6! And Trux gets the passive elimination on Anderson Chinyon. Shyvana 6, I mean, she has almost 30 CS as well on the Maokai. So, Gio was doing well, like, staking the camps from Maokai, but she didn't go straight to Drake either, so this is going to be a very blurry first Drake.
ET has taken back the gold BT. The up focus or 400 gold.
We see Svar taking the Jace ult again, doing some damage, but I don't know,
Mm.
I feel like it's kind of a little of a waste to take his
Yeah.
ult.
He should be taking Maokai or on ET.
Yeah, especially because it's 8 minutes, they're gonna make a play for Herald sometime soon. So he probably would have been waiting for the ult to take Maokai's or even Mordekaiser's. But he goes in.
Damn, this is not a good trade for Silas.
Yeah, there was not a very good trade. He does not have TP, no potions.
Blue team should be running to this Herald right now. They have tops fully pushed in. Shyvana's packing bot.
They have a good amount of
Everything.
vision on the top side as well. Now this Drake could be dangerous since
Oh,
Silas is low. But Shivan is
Shyvana
here.
with
Silas
Frenzy.
goes in. He gets killed, but Spread Them Chicks will be able to capitalize induced. Maybe waiting for another E charge. He's
Up
buying a
now.
lot. He bought a lot of time.
Yeah,
But
now Maokai just starts Herald here.
yeah, I'm surprised how he hasn't gone straight for Drake again. He has the advantage. Bot is pushing. Trade the Herald for Drake.
Yeah,
Get more
interesting.
passive.
He's very focused on just farming.
I mean, he's never gonna be strong, but let's see if he's gonna be strong enough to carry the game.
I think this is total. Why is he running to his wall?
Because right now we see there's a 1200 gold lead into the Mordekaiser, into the Pantheon.
Oh wow.
Yeah, 300 gold in the mid lane for Jace, and bot lane is even. Uh, Although Dark does have still keeping a 20 CS lead on this bot lane. Svar and Spread Them Cheeks looking to just Jace. Maokai is looking to do another dive and get some plate here in the top lane.
Please say they go for drag now. They are on drag, finally.
Okay, finally.
And Maokai,
Oh, Dark got so
oh,
punished here, and both
that's
bot lanes
why
gonna die. It's a
that's why you need cleanse on Ezreal.
it's a double kill for Sunrise. They're gonna finish the Drake, but
They
Maokai
could
ulted.
catch them.
Shivan's gonna die. Yeah, Shivana dies. Svar may need to. Okay, so he's gonna survive. That's a good play by Dorado Gaming here. They got double kill bot lane. They do lose Drake, but they get played stop. Got another kill on the spread them cheeks on Shyvana, and they open up a 2K gold lead, just like that. And it looks like,
Interesting Maokai art by Syra. He
yeah,
wants to go.
Sunrise getting chunked here by trucks, but that's about it.
Oh,
Almost.
very close by that.
Yeah, very close that ult from getting that kill. It would be a good shutdown as well.
They need something like that because it's not looking good. Shyvana first buying Titanic.
Yeah, I don't know
Uh,
what's going on. I was gonna ask you what are your thoughts on this Titanic?
not so good. I mean, I think it's either Triforce Bork or Iceborne is the best first buy on Shyvana. But no, if you're going Iceborne, you want Bork, so it's either Triforce Bork. I don't understand Titanic.
Yeah, I feel like if you're data had early, you definitely want to get the Triforce as early as possible.
Yeah,
But let's see, we see Spread Them Cheeks looking this top side here. Sunrise is level 10 and he has ult and flash. We see Panther coming in with the ult. Sunrise taking a lot of damage, but Spread Them Cheeks also took a lot of damage under the ult.
yeah. More just kills him
Psycho's he flashes away. Oh,
here.
Psycho flashes. He managed to get the stun. He gets the ignite.
Ward is waiting on W. He couldn't wait long enough.
Now
Nice sidestep by Jace.
Swart goes into. He takes Jay's ult again as the Maokai shows up with his ult, but it's not gonna connect, and both are gonna survive. Yeah, like the Mordekaiser with Rylai's is just so strong right now. Almost 50 CS advantage on Psycho. We see now a chunk on Zeref on Psycho, but he's able to pretty much tank a lot. This could be a
Oh,
dive though. He gets the
just oh
stun.
no, TP in by Silas. Why are they
Svar
running?
comes in. Oh, Anderson blocked, but oh,
Oh,
that's a
the
good
brand
damage
is
by
coming.
Sunrise. Yeah, the poke damage from Zeref's coming in pretty strong right now.
Yeah, he doesn't even have a mythic yet.
Imagine when he has his first item. That would have been death of Psycho Ghost right there.
Yeah, brand is so ridiculous right now. I not brand. Zero.
Ooh,
Nice sidestep by Ash.
Dark pull, but
Oh,
Dark dealt a lot of damage with his Q. Triforce also coming in pretty strong here. Um, because Ash
is Ash
hasn't.
hitting on Kraken? Or
She has
yeah,
1K
she
probably.
should be. Why is she not backing for that? Okay, the Kraken purchased for Ash.
Yeah, okay, so they're looking to indulge again
Oh,
as we see a top laning play here again on Sunrise.
Nord no ult this time. Nice
Nice
E
E.
though.
He did get a very chunk, but nice E to get away. Now Svar getting 1v1, and he's gonna get solo queued, induced. Oh, he doesn't get it. Trux is coming in. I think he dies here,
He
yeah.
can just kill Bren here.
Oh, Smart goes in. He gets
He
the
kills
kill.
both here.
Is it going to be a double kill? Yes, it is. Double
Oh
kill for
my god.
Induced. What is ET doing? I don't know. But I think they're trolling.
Yeah. It's okay. Game one is always not it's not important.
I think they do need the nation that is on the chat to, take control of the drafting because things are not looking really good um,
Yeah.
right now.
They just draft this a team comp that works together. Servano wants to scale, Pantheon wants early lane pressure, but he's into Mordekaiser. Silas does not want to play against Jason in the first place. I don't understand.
Yeah, and they blinded the silence. Even though it could be a flax, it was a blind into what they already saw the Mordekaiser. So I don't know. It's kind of setting up for failure.
Yeah. Dark can output a lot of poke here before this dragon.
Oh, Spanish Chips goes in. Psycho also goes in. They take Sunrise.
Nice. Got
Good
down on
shutdown.
Dark.
Indulse doesn't get
Oh,
away. Double kill. Now on the top side, Psycho getting a kill on Chignon. But Efron is
wow.
kiting out of his mind
Oh
for a
my.
nice double kill. Now spread them cheeks are gonna fall for Sunrise. Most likely, definitely. Yes, he does. Now great plays here by both teams. Double kill on both AD carries. But I do think Dorado catches this Drake here. Although Dark is looking at it and Brand is coming,
Dark's
and
ult is up now.
there is no. Uh, okay, so Jace is TPing, so they're probably gonna have to just ult and try to steal. Truck's getting too close, not
Um,
enough, but Truck's gonna pay the price for coming too close. He tried to combo the uh, Brand R with his combo plus ultimate barrage, but it does not work.
this
Shocker,
is a
this is
nice attack.
E4 cap.
Jace gets bot tier 1. And that puts gold lead at 4k. Wow.
Yeah, it's huge. By the way, chat, does can you guys hear Shroud well, or does he sound a bit too quiet? I'm gonna pump him up a little bit, just in case. Yeah, I didn't even notice until you pointed out, Shocker. Brent has XF Flash. I think it's a probably. I mean, the pick itself, it's a mistake. I was gonna say the pick itself is a mistake.
Yeah. The pick itself, the summoner spell, the ruin page. I don't
The
know.
items.
Everything.
Everything. Uh, okay, now we see Sunrise with this Zerf already has the. Wait, Dark jumping in? He does a lot of damage on the Afron. His ult does not get it. Oh!
Oh, nice Q by Dark.
Oh, I didn't even see that was a Q. But now it's a comeback. Dark getting punished. He managed to fall away, but Truck is gonna pay the price under Maokai's ult. They do catch a nice, good kill there. I mean, I think that's a shutdown, so that's a shutdown for Ezreal. He sitting on 2 items. Probably the win condition here for this team. He needs to like be able to kite, dodge all the stuns, dodge all the Ultra Reserve. So definitely
It is,
important for him.
it is not looking good still for Solar though.
I don't think this will ever look good.
Yeah. Just from draft, Maokai Jace is very annoying to play against, and the fact that Jace is 7-2 is not making it any better.
Yeah. and he's only getting stronger. He's still like pretty strong in the mid game. We see what it's a 50 CS lead in the top lane, 2 items on Mordekaiser with Jack Show. We see roughly 40 CS lead in the mid lane plus the 7 kills. Both mid and top for Dorado getting pretty the bounties, right? And the
Yeah,
Jace is almost at 3 items, so another serrated dark.
this poke is gonna be ridiculous.
Its back is bugging a little bit. Yeah, it's being pretty bad, the spec these days. Now it looks like Siobhan is moving to build a Trinity Force, and
Yeah, I don't understand why she's built Titanic if she is
ooh,
building
Swart
Triforce.
goes into Afron. He gets caught. He does manage to land the ult. He doesn't die. Oh, Psycho goes
Oh,
ult on top
nice
of
ult
the.
by Pantheon.
Yes, really well played, but Indos is here. Oh, look at this
Oh my
damage.
god.
Indos
Yeah,
flashes it, gets a kill. He's gonna get a double on
he's
Dark.
gonna get a double. Oh, can we get the
Shyvana.
shutdown?
Shyvana's gonna be able to get a nice shutdown, 600 gold. Now he goes into Afron. There's a TP coming in. Double kill for Shyvana. Is gonna be a triple kill, maybe? Yes, triple kill for Shyvana. Nice fight here
Nice.
by Spread Them Cheeks. ET getting some kills on the board, decreasing the gold lead for roughly 2.5k as Mordekaiser gets tier 2 top.
I wonder why Mordekaiser did not TP there.
True.
Maybe he valued top tier 2 more? I don't know.
I think he valued having TP up for a dragon.
Maybe. Oh wait, X is here. What the
Oh, X just jumped out of nowhere. So since you're here, means that okay. Let's see. Sunrise Jun is getting caught here. He does old Psycho Ghost. Is Psycho's gonna survive? He does not have summoners. He is able to dodge the Q, but he's gonna fall. No, he doesn't fall. Now he falls for
Nice snipe by
Sunrise.
Zera.
They take the flash from Mordekaiser. Svar has Mordekaiser's ult. If they catch Sunrise here, he's gonna die. Ult comes in for another flash for Zeref. The ult came in for Shyvana. She just moves forward. Oh, she gets Ashe ulted. She's gonna get bursted and she goes down, giving shutdown for the Jace that has completed Edge of the Night. So this is gonna be second Drake for Dorado Gaming. What initially started as maybe a good play kinda turned out to be not so good at the end of the day.
It was a crazy extended play. It first started off by picking out Mordekaiser, and then it turned into possibly getting another pick, then Shyvana getting picked, and then turning that into the mountain. It's
Yeah,
like a straight 2 minute fight. And also Zareth had his flash burn, so it's kind of a shame they weren't able to capitalize on that with the dragon fight.
It's okay. Brand will hex flash over a wall and catch him.
Oh no!
Oh
Face checks his Zera stun.
my god. Well, that should be. No. Can't Mordekaiser just hard push and they go Baron
Yeah, that's probably what they're trying to do.
here? No, Ashe is resetting. I don't know why.
I'm not sure why Ash reset.
Yeah, I feel like that was a free Baron, but it's fine.
I
The
mean,
late game
who
for
can
both?
answer Mord really on the
No,
other side?
no one.
Like, Silas just got the 2 items. Okay. Looking for a pick on to induce. Shyvana does do crazy damage. But
Dude just
he
sits out
still
though.
has tier 1 towers, so she can't run him down. And now 3 additional foes come to the fray.
Dark did just chunk them though.
This is a very strange game. Like, blue team has all the tools. They have the split push, they have the poke, but they just aren't forcing the envelope hard enough.
Yeah. It's been a thing with this game. They're very hesitant on starting objectives both sides.
Like, if they just threaten Baron and they had Xerath with Jace poking, I don't know how they answer when Ward's like splitting.
They can't. Pantheon is at risk too, staying here.
Yeah, like, he's gonna die the next time Ward goes under tower. And then if he gets hit by Ashel when he doesn't have E, it's done so. But if Silas is able to stabilize and take like Ashel Malkyle, it's gonna be a huge boon.
Mordekaiser was looking for that dive.
Yeah, it's just with I don't like Jack Show more one bit.
Oh, missed EQ on Jace doesn't kill Silas. But they can just run Baron here. At least force
Oh my
TP.
god. Shyvana shows on bot
Shyvana
side,
showed bot
so
side.
now Baron's guaranteed.
Yeah, I don't know why Shyvana's hovering Gromp right now.
Yeah, that was unfortunate timing. How do you like this 80 Shiv build? I haven't seen too much of it.
It was good for a patch, but like she just got nerfed the next patch and she's not that good. She's sitting at like a 48% win rate. I she's okay solo queue, but I don't like it. Especially in a team setting, it's not that good.
Yeah, I feel like the times I see it actually do something is when they go Iceborne and they have like perma slow,
Yeah.
and like this is Trinity Force, and he's kind of even. He's not fed, so I don't think he's getting the most bang for his buck with this pick.
Well, I don't know why Dark did not go cleanse this game. Doesn't make sense to me. Oh, but they have the pick on Mort.
Yeah, they get a good pick on Mord here. Or
He has
not.
the ults
It's
too.
taking forever.
Oh.
Oh my god. The play turns around. Ivers in the back line. Grabs a
Okay.
Maokai ult, but it's just too little too late.
Nice stopwatch, but it doesn't matter.
Not really.
That might
Dark
just.
had a very good arcane shift to avoid Maokai's E-pull, but he
Mhm.
wasn't able to get his damage out after that flash. Oh
Oh,
god. The Maokai follow through. I think he gets out. He
that's
could die
the
here. The
game.
JCQ misses.
They could thread an end here. I don't know why they're backing off.
Yeah, I guess it's because Xerath and Jace and Maokai are like 30%, but it's just Ezreal. Should've just spawned. I guess
Yeah.
I just want to make sure they have control and they get this next drag, but the longer this game goes and the more like Pantheon Shiv can actually just tank the poke, the harder it is for them.
I think Pantheon's actually gonna be a threat this game once he hits 3 items.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. Because when Pantheon flourishes against burst comps, and this is exactly what he's facing, and if he's able to just put up his shield as like Jace poke comes in, as Xerath poke comes in, he will probably not die for like 4 seconds or more.
I'm just hoping that he's not trying to opt into Death's Dance right now.
Well,
If
Dust
that
Dance is
opt-
so bad.
I'm just praying that's not Death's Dance.
Um, yeah, I don't know. Maybe GA? I don't think GA has
It doesn't
longsword
have
in
a
it
long
though.
sword, no. It's BF sword, uh, upgraded armor item, and
But let's hope they pause for 3 minutes so we can tell them to not buy a Dust Dance. Because
That
that
item
stance
is
is so
gutted.
bad.
It's
I would
actually
rather buy almost any item. Jace is just gonna kill
it's
Silas outright.
just runs down Silas.
Oh,
EQ
if
coming
he
in.
just dodges this,
Oh.
yeah, I guess he's out. Okay, now they're gonna go
Uh,
for the kill on the Mord. Siobhan does have QSS, but Pantheon does not. We'll see what happens.
should he not ult it?
Mord can't really ult, because if he ults, he just trades QSS on Shiv.
Oh, I did
So
not.
he was waiting for Pantheon to get an ult range.
That makes more sense, yeah.
Yeah, I guess Shyvana's the answer to Mord at this point. He just walks up to him and beats him silly.
Doesn't even have Bork and just beats the fuck
Yeah,
out
I
of
thought you need to get Pork.
Mord is looking at buying a demonic soon. That's
So my favorite Mordekaiser build is Rylai's, Riftmaker, Gargoyles.
gargoyles.
With Gargoyles, it's just it feels nearly as tanky as Jock Show, and then you get to have Riftmaker.
What I've been seeing recently is Iceborne, I think the item's called. And
Oh,
I've been really liking playing with it. I've never played it, but I like a Mordekaiser building Iceborne.
Jace is going for the fight.
Okay,
Shiv has to ult
Arrow,
out. Ezreal coming through. Shiv is
Shyvana,
rooted. The latest QSS of his life, and he might get out.
no,
Xerath ult hits the Shiv on the way out.
incoming 15
Oh my
missile.
god, the Jace empowered Shock Blast hits Brand, and he loses half his ult. Jungle is down. Baron's about to be up in 30 seconds. They can either try to snowball this for the end or just grab Baron. We'll see what they do.
Safe players definitely just go for Baron.
I guess they would rather
Oh,
Ooh, Dark dies to
never
the
mind. Go for end.
Empowered Shock Blast. They
It is
can just force the end, I think, with Dark being down. Shyvana and Dark are their highest DPS right now. Brand can
Brand.
barely walk up, and Psycho's kind of just meatball right now. It looks like he's going into Guardian distance.
Yeah. Someone report this guy.
What's the best third item on Pantheon?
I'm pretty sure it's what I see Spear Shot at Pantheon one trick do is he goes either Shrel does or he goes Maw into heavy AP comms or he goes Sterox. He doesn't do anything different. He says never build Death Stance. It's a garbage item.
I remember Death Stance was good. Does Ezreal take it? It does not.
Oh, nice
This will
attempt by them.
be Soul Point.
They are up 10k gold right now. Wow. Are you supposed? I don't like. From what I think, I don't think you're supposed to go first strike with Roa, right?
Um, no, you're definitely not. You go first strike with Everfrost. Okay,
Yeah.
fight started. They're in the
Mord is
back lane. I can't tell
killing
what is
this guy.
happening. Psycho goes down.
Mord just
Silas gets
mowed
CC the moment his stopwatch ends. And now Brand got pulled in by Mordekaiser. It should be the end of the game. They're TPing towards mid wave instead of the mid ward in the enemy base.
1%.
There's second TP as well, doing the same
Oh, Ash
thing.
stops Dark's recall. He didn't
Yeah,
realize.
Dark can't recall. Even if he could, I don't think he can save this game. He's stuck in a scuffle against Xerath. He's trying to walk up to base, but Ash, Mordekaiser, and Jace are there before Dark.
Yeah, Shyvana just dies here. And that is game.
But
Solar definitely needs to look at their draft and rethink.
yeah. So as I was saying, first strike Silas is supposed to be with Everfrost, so you can do Q max, Everfrost Q, and get a huge chunk off. If
Yeah,
you're gonna do first strike, you wouldn't do it with Roa. Roa is supposed to be Conquer,
Conquer.
so
Yeah.
then you can use your extra health from Roa to stay in the fight and do more damage. That was a very scary Jace. That is my take.
Carry, it's a solo carry,
I
in
would
my
love
opinion.
to see the draft.
Let me. Okay, so let me put here on the screen real quick just the final stats. So just to go over real quick, 42k damage on these Jays from Indulged. Spread them chicks did collect 20,000 k damage. Um, Not so much damage from Cycle or Svar. Dark had a little bit, 17. But on the other side, we see the Sunrai and the Maokai also 20 plus k damage. But yeah, the name of the game is definitely induced with a great performance, 2v1ing almost all the time. So GG's and game one going for Dorado Gaming.
Will they be using the eSub this game too?
No. So, Nation, get your ass back in the game if you're in this stream. And let's prepare for game two. I'm just gonna change a couple things here because we're gonna have Axe coming in my place, and I'm gonna be updating the stream and getting the new information.
So I have a question for you, Shroud.
Yeah.
What does Ezreal go against tankier teams? Because Dark went Trinity, which Sherelle does later.
Yeah, he
And I
did
know
build
at one point you would do Divine Sunder, but I don't think that's right
um
on range anymore.
it's not like Divine Sunder, you wouldn't get flamed for building it, but Triforce is just better in every way. And it's Ezreal build usually is into 4 squishy. You go lethality into normal just team comps with 2 tanks or more. You just go Triforce. Just more damage output. The movement speed's really nice. The attack speed's really nice with his passive too. Procs PTA fast. It's just in general his best mythic.
Oh, that's so weird. I can't believe Ezreal's gotten to the point where he's building lethality
Yeah, I've I've been seeing crit Ezreal show
with
up
like the
again.
Navori. Didn't
Yeah,
they
no.
tune down Navori so like it stopped being a thing?
They tuned it down at the start of this preseason, like when preseason happened, and then they buffed it again. So now it's good again.
I'm really surprised by this draft. I'm not sure why Psycho wanted to play Pantheon and Demord.
Yeah, I don't know why they first picked Shyvana. I don't know why anything happened in this draft.
Well, to get me. I need to get in the lobby.
Yeah.
What would you counter Mordekaiser with if you were R5 here, Shroud?
What would I counter? I feel like in this game I would build more to I would just pick a frontline champion even if it's bad into Mord, because my team really needs it. But if I really just wanted to play something that's good into Mord, um probably Yon. Yon or Gwen, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, Gwen's pretty hard for Mordekaiser to deal with.
Yeah, she can cancel his R if you're good at Gwen. Like you can do so much. She can actually just beat him up in the R too.
Yeah,
And Yon is a very hard matchup for Mordekaiser.
I am so a fan of Fiora into Mordekaiser because you just
That's
beat
also
him.
yeah.
Like he ults you and you just ult him. It's like good luck running away from my ult.
Sure. This might sound weird, but I also like Akali into Mordekaiser.
No, no. I was thinking Akali. I was wondering when you were gonna say it.
Yeah, like
Because
I surprisingly, it's a very easy matchup for Akali because his skill shots are too like telegraphed. It's too easy to dodge.
yeah. And then unless he has his passive going, he has no way to track Akali when she's in Shroud.
Yeah.
Swain for Span. Solar responds with Maokai. Who are they worried about playing Swain? I guess mid. What's that's weird.
Yeah, I don't. Okay.
The banned Mordekaiser this time around. I guess Psycho just didn't have a pick he wanted to play into Mord, and he found out Pantheon is not the answer. One of the two.
Maybe.
I really the thing Pantheon usually does well into is anything that's squishy and like some burst champs.
Is there a way to join the lobby without the name?
We it's tourney code.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can't even try to invite him either, but he's a
No,
no. All right,
no.
first pick Ash. What is the answer to Ash? That's the question.
Um, Kaisa, Zeri, just something that either outscales her and can like live in lane, or something that can match her tempo in lane. So I would say
Jinx.
Kaisa. I would not pick Jinx now. Oh
I
wait,
really don't like Jinx right now.
why? Why?
Ever since she was like the best ADC, she got nerfed like 2 or 3 times in a row, and she just hasn't been the same since.
Yeah, I do not
Like,
pick.
if the ADC pool is benched, for sure, but the only bans here are Zaya. I feel like Jinx actually needs to get an early lead, or pray that she gets to like 3 items.
Jinx. J4 is J4 locked?
A J4 locked in. So we're
Here.
probably gonna see a front to back team fight set up from Solar. Dorado might try to respond with more of a pick comp. They already have the Ash. Maybe throwing something
Milio is
in.
open here. I would lock Milio for Dorado.
Do
Mumu
you still think Milio's good? Because I haven't seen him in a while.
just got buffed this patch. He's becoming good again. Milio
Okay.
Ash is also just
Yeah, Milio
very
Ash has always been really good. So I'm gonna assume this is a Mumu jungle. I don't
yeah.
think
Hope
Ash and
it's a
Mumu is
little.
great. They blind the Renekton. This is a pick Psycho really likes, so I'm expecting he knows what to play into it. So we'll see how he responds. I would assume they use R3 for top here, so they can also use R5 for mid and get like the most bang for your buck on red side.
Yeah, I would. I don't know if he plays it, but Casante is very good here. I don't know if he plays it though.
I have no clue. So his answer is Garen. I've never seen Garen into Renekton, so please enlighten me.
um, Garen's strong right now, but like technically, Renekton just armor shreds him the second he presses W. He breaks his shield. Like there's not much Garen can do to Renekton unless I'm missing something.
I honestly don't know. I'm not sure what he saw into this Garen pick. I'm trying to think about it, and on paper, Renekton has percentage armor shred on his E. He does have a shield breaker, but like you don't pick Garen for shielding.
Yeah.
So we'll see who has better short trades. Because one of the things that sucks about Renekton is until you have Fury and like two, maybe three of your abilities, he can actually lose 1v1. Garen's like level 1 is surprisingly strong, whether he starts with Q for short trades or E for long trades.
That is true. But the second Renekton hits level 3, isn't the lane just over for Garen?
It could be, but what if like Garen crashes on third wave and has like an extra long sword,
True.
or if he gets first blood? So we'll have to see what happens.
I just hope he
But
doesn't
if it
go.
goes even, I think it's Renekton favored.
I just hope he does not go ghost on Garen and goes TP.
You think TP Garen's superior?
Ye- I think if you're going ghost, this Renekton will run through this lobby of just TPing when you can't match the team fight, and he's gonna just run your
Well,
team down.
Garen can cancel with silence. That's one thing.
Yeah, but if Renekton's smart, he backs and then TPs, and I don't know. We'll
Yeah.
see.
So R4, I'm imagining will be support. I need to think. There's not like a support that jumps out to me right here.
For solar, I I think they want.
I would
Is
kind of like to see like Rakan,
I would like
Tark,
a Brom here.
Thresh.
Tark,
Okay.
Thresh. I mean, what?
I will see what happens. I think Thresh isn't bad for lane, but Jinx just doesn't really have explosive power to capitalize on his hooks like some of the other ADCs do.
Yeah. And wait, isn't Milio really good into Thresh?
He's pretty good, yeah. Because Milio not only
Terrible.
has range boosts, he also can just cancel out Thresh's Q with the shove.
Yeah.
So they answer Thresh with Seraphine, so I
Might
think they
also
kind of
be
countered
Seraphine.
themselves bot.
Might be Seraphine mid.
It could be Seraphine mid, but I mean, it's not like they have room to surprise us. They have to pick
Yeah.
the rest of the roster. I'm really
Um.
hoping, like, the mid. What is this pick? It's at
Oh.
Azir. So Seraphine support, Azir mid. What do you pick into Azir mid? They're missing
Yo.
AP.
Wait, they banned Dion. AP into Azir. He kind of just beats everyone who's AP. You can lock in Victor. You somewhat can scale with him. You can lock in Annie.
Silas. He just
Silas.
runs the Silas again.
Why? That's so bad.
I
Is someone doing their draft or are they doing their draft?
believe. Yeah, I think. Well, I will say, even though I don't love Silas in lane against Azir, if he is even enough, they have engage from Jarvan and Thresh, and then they'll have follow up CC from Silas with either a Mumu ult, Ashe ult, or Seraphine ult. But this will rely on team coordination and for Jinx to do enough backup damage to make this comp work.
Yeah, I don't. I feel like Dorado's support pick might actually make Solar's draft work, just because they can play
Yeah,
through
that's
bot.
what I was gonna say.
Like I think they can play through bot with this Jarvan now and give Jinx a lead. Before, I think if they locked in anything other than Seraphine, I don't think they could have done anything.
I don't know why they locked in Seraphine when they knew you're playing into Thresh. They could have picked something that plays really well into Thresh, but instead they kind of counter themselves.
I mean, they could have just picked, like, you never lock in Rakan here because it's Thresh. You could have just handshake the Braum or the Nautilus, just pick something similar if you don't want to pick Milio. But they pick Seraphine, so we'll see.
This is going to be an interesting one. I'm really curious about the top matchup. I have a decent idea of how Azir Silas is gonna go, and then I'm also curious on Solar's side. Are you able to get the Jinx ahead? Because if they can get Jinx online to first item before like 10 minutes, for example, this game's probably cracked open. And even if it's by like 12 minutes, it could be cracked open. What are your thoughts, crowd?
I think this game could go either way. I don't know what to say, honestly. I don't like either. I like Dorado's draft, except Seraphine. I think it works really well together. The Azir pick actually finalized this draft's identity, and it's very good. Like, I would like this draft if I was playing. I do not like the Solar's draft, though. The Silas pick and the Garen pick just don't stand out to me. If they can perform on them, then
Like,
power to
the
them.
thing I was wondering is like, if you don't want to pick something, maybe he's confident in winning lane on Garen, but if he doesn't want to play to win lane, isn't Ornn into Renekton like decent enough?
Yeah,
And then you can just commit to the front to back play style with Jinx and then like maybe a mage pick bot.
maybe. Yeah, I don't see Garen being good here. Like, maybe if it goes past 30 minutes and he just becomes unkillable side lane monster, like, yeah, he's good, but like,
Well, one of the things that's weird about Garen is like the build I've been seeing on him is like Berserker Greaves, Stride Breaker, Hull Breaker,
yeah,
and I don't think Jinx, Jarvan, and Thresh Silas is like good enough at disengage where
no.
you can just 4-1 with Garen.
Thresh is the only viable disengage
Like
option other than
if
a
Silas takes
Mumu
a
R
zero, like they
and
have
Azir,
that,
yeah.
but it's not like, for example, Dorado, they had Maokai, Azir, Jace. If you just take those three and put them somewhere, they should be fine.
Yeah. And they have a lot of pick potential on this comp.
Yeah. So we're just gonna have to play smart around vision because Dorado has a lot of CC to get picks.
So after this loadout, there's a 3-minute delay, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll be right back.
So should go on break. Game should start in a little over 3 minutes. And see you there.
it's happening, but I pray.
Alright.
You just put it on manual camera, right?
Directed.
Or directed.
Yeah. So standard. This isn't even a standard 5-point. We have Thresh kind of looking to see if anyone will poke their head out for the death sentence.
Dorado is in a standard
Okay.
control. Wait, what?
No, I did not notice that at all. Yeah, dude, they threw us for a loop. I will say, I kind of like Jarvan mid into Azir. Yeah, dude, the gank setup from Jarvan into Sylas is gonna be very threatening.
It's very interesting.
This was not something I was expecting.
Not at all.
So I think there's a lot of hope on the side of ETS to play through mid bot here. And we'll see what happens on the top side.
Silas starting top jungle. It's interesting.
Psycho's getting absolutely demolished with auto attacks. Dark's looking to thin the wave, but Dorado side should get level 2 first. They get it right here, they walk away. Renekton hits level 2 first as well. I think the game plan is really clear here. You get Jarvan ahead of Azir and you just run with it.
Yeah.
Because Jarvan's wave clear should be decent, and then the roaming that he can do to either top or bot will be absolutely devastating. It's going to be tricky is getting a gank off when Azir has permanent wave prio though. Azir is getting toward the left side. This is a pincer onto Nation with 3 people possibly. He does get to walk away for the most part. Azir still has flash, but the Mumu has burned his flash trying to get the pick and doesn't get it.
Sadly, Ashe misses that cannon. Still
So
keeping...
Nation's gonna have to reset here and do his bottom half camps after the topside camps. So there's going to be about a 30-second window in between when his topside camps and his bottom camps get clear, meaning he's going to have to use that extra time on the next clear to get a gank off. And if he doesn't do that, he's going to be drastically behind the Samumu in CS. And instead of going for his camps,
He's going
straight for his scuttle. So the gap in between his top quadrant and his bot quadrant is going to be even larger. And Garen is not great in this top side right here. He's half health, and the wave is pushing away from him.
Yeah, just like I was guessing. I don't think this matchup's that good.
Renekton's just keep shoving the wave in, which is actually favorable for Garen. Ivar's getting ganked by a Mumu.
Nice Q
Just
by
EQs out.
Just EQs out.
So far, Dorado's 300 gold ahead at 4 minutes.
Where's that gold beat from? Azir?
CS. It's just CS at this point. All plates are up. Psycho is tanking the wave. He can get one shot here by Renekton if he's not careful. And this Garen took Ignite for the 1v1, but
Renekton
is
W's
not
up
looking
now.
for this world. He flashes in for the W and doesn't get the
Oh.
last auto for the kill.
But like I said,
Garen has to reset. He's just gonna lose another wave. Oh, he cancels his recall. He wants to stay for this.
He just dies.
Yeah, Renekton hits level 6 on next wave, I believe. So if he's still in lane, Renekton should be able to get this kill on this next wave. Or he goes for it now. WQ. Nation is here. But Renekton has level 6 now. I don't think he can
Renekton
trend
wins.
this.
Renekton wins. There's no way.
Nation dies.
2 kills onto Renekton, and that just made this game look even
Jarvan
worse.
goes in. Doesn't have 6, but Azir does. He walks behind him. Oh, wait. I got confused. I lied. Yeah, J4 has 6. And he doesn't go for it. Dorado starts up the dragon. There's no way. So Silas is monumentally behind at this point. His top quadrant and his bot quadrant are all out of sync. He went top and died. He is 12 CS behind this Amumu right now.
Yeah. This game is not looking good for Solar right now.
Ivar is looking for a kill. He gets the EQ. He does have ult to try to finish this off. Goes for it, and Azir shoves him out so he can walk away.
Wait.
Azir is quite the gentleman today. Garen is looking to not get frozen on, and he's getting run down by this Renekton. Garen also started with a Warden's Mail this game, so I'm not sure what he's building first. Randuin's? Frozen Heart? I'm not exactly sure.
I just froze.
Yeah, it likes to freeze in unison, so we can stay in sync. Garen is going to most likely die in this top lane again. He is at 300 some health. Renekton almost has all. He goes for the W. He dashes through, presses Q, lives, and gets out.
Maybe Renekton should have just waited that extra.
Yeah, if Renekton waited 10 seconds for ult, he probably just kills.
Oh, he faked the recall. Does Garen get tricked? No, he just walks up.
This will be an interesting game. This will be all on Ivar and bot lane because Renekton has a gold lead. One thing that's weird is Ivar did not take Presence of Mind in his rune page, so he's just running out of mana on repeat. Jarvan mana numbers are completely balanced around him being in the jungle, so if you don't take Presence of Mind, his pool is terrible. Amumu ults him, and they just kill Garen.
Was Flash needed though?
I think it was for the style points.
Oh, okay.
Nation is here to try to clean up
Oh,
Amumu, but he
can
probably
take-
dies for Renekton. He misses the E and gets stunned by Amumu. Renekton
He
should
takes
have dash
Renekton out
soon.
here.
Azir has first walk. Oh no, Ivar's coming in first. Nation is low.
I think that
He
is
gets
a
a kill into Renekton.
shutdown.
That's a huge shutdown to Jarvan, and now Jarvan ults Azir. I don't think he has dash. Azir has to ult him out. Ivar has EQ in a second here. Does he take it? He goes for it. He's out of mana. Sunrise is here on the Seraphine. Nation misses the E2, and
Oh,
Deuce does die.
Nice pickup by Induce though. He traded one for one.
That was really tense timing. Now Seraphine's looking for the pick with the Mumu. They get nothing. They reset the wave. That's about it. So this seems... Do you think he's going Stridebreaker or Gore Drinker on Jarvan?
I think he should go Stride here.
I would
Offer-
like to see Stride, because he's against triple ranged,
Yeah.
and he wants to be a carry. What do you think Garen does first item? He also bought Ninja Tabby.
First,
He bought Warden Mills and Ninja Tabby.
I think he's just doing that to survive lane, and then he'll go into Stridebreaker, hopefully.
I would have liked to see Garen go Sunfire first item. If you're gonna do armor tech, you might as well do it into a solid first item.
I don't know if That's worth it though.
Oh, what else is he gonna build with this? Warden's Mill. Brushes here.
I I think Randuin's isn't that good of an item right now, so probably Frozen.
Oh, Karen's getting run down by
Yeah.
Renekton.
Renekton just owns this
The
lane.
Renekton is 30 CS ahead of this Garen right now, and 2 tower plates. This is a huge problem for Solar.
Renekton's sitting on Gore Drinker and base too.
So my point about the Sunfire is that if you look at Dorado's team, most of it is actually AP, and
Yeah,
Sunfire gives more health than it does armor compared to like everything a Warden Mill builds into.
true. I just don't think
Oh,
Warden
Nation gets caught by Renekton in jungle. Nation is gonna die here.
I don't know
Ivar
why
comes
Ivar
in.
dashed in.
Renekton should just kill him as well. Ivar
Forced
has to flush
flash.
out.
Yeah, this Renekton's just gonna run this game.
Oh, he's gonna try flank Jarvan here. He
Oh,
flashes for it. The EQ gets perfectly buffered and he gets out. Ivar is gonna watch his tower get pummeled by Shelly. If Seraphine lands CC, I think he dies under tower here. She does have ult. He
oh,
goes for it. Seraphine does have ult. 3-man ult. Azir ult just makes sure that Seraphine doesn't die yet. So they have a numbers advantage. Ivar has no mana. Garen gets engaged on by
Garen,
Renekton. He's
Garen
2
down.
levels down.
Oh, Ignite though. I
Yeah, the
think
Ignite
Renekton can turn this.
intimidates him just enough. Garen ults so early!
Has this guy played Garen before?
Garen's ult only does about the last third of someone's
300,
ult.
right?
And when you get to rank 2 ult, it's like 40%, rank 3 ult, it's like 50%.
That's ridiculous. 50%.
Yeah, Garen ult is actually really overstated to compensate for him not having skill expression. Renekton has ult, so I don't think Garen can do anything.
Yeah. Just forces flash. Nicely timed Renekton R2.
Yeah, one of the things that's also great about Renekton into Garen is that when Renekton ults, it actually reduces the damage of Garen's ult damage because it's based on percentage of missing health, and then he gets flat health when he ults.
True.
Mumu is here for the dive. This is gonna be
This should
Garen's
be free.
3rd death at 13 minutes.
This is
Seraphine ult hits.
oh,
Induced will
but
fall.
Fresh took it.
Oh my god. The game is only 1,000 gold different. But the thing we need to look at is almost all of the gold is on this Renekton. If Renekton does not make the right plays this game, it's a if Renekton doesn't make the right plays this game, Nation keeps missing his E2.
Wait,
Good
wait.
play from Thresh, but he just dies. Now Ivar is under tower with a
Wait.
TP coming in.
Don't
This
they all
isn't
just
Deuce.
die?
He sends him into the tower. This is not looking good.
That was
Seraphine does have ult. She
oh,
flashes for the E.
dark. Nice flash. Okay,
The ult
Azir.
does land, but they are out. Nation goes back in. Lands a stun.
Oh.
Azir gets a kill. Does Jinx go big or go home? That is the question. Jinx goes home.
I actually think that was very good for Dorado.
Yeah, I think ET overforced.
Very
Committing to a tower dive with the TP coming in was just really greedy. Garen is hardcore bleeding in this top side. Currently 40 CS down. So it looks like Garen is gonna go into first item with a pickaxe. So his first item has been delayed effectively by 2,000 gold with this Warden's Mail and Ninja Tappy, on top of him just having less gold to work with than Renekton.
What could this pickaxe build? This pickaxe is probably into Iron Spike, right?
Yeah, I think it's into Iron Spike. I would have rather seen him finish his armor item because you're so behind. He gets Tower Dove from half health. Goes even because of the tower. If Garen has the presence of mind to hold ult until Renekton's at his last like third of health, he should die. But
Thing is, those
we'll
trades
see.
aren't bad for Renekton because Gore Drinker healing's based off missing health. So he's
Yeah,
just
that's
healing
one of the
more.
things that's hard about this matchup. Garen has already used Ignite. They're
Okay.
about the same health. Ivar's walking up with Nation, but so is Anderson
Wait.
on the Moo. So they
Oh,
spotted
that's
them on a
scary.
river where it looks like, and they know that Renekton should just reset. ETS will want to force this Herald while they can, induce his bot side with no TP. The hook does not land. They need to start up Herald if they want to do anything with this. Silas has Surfing ult, which means they probably are gonna be looking to make a play soon.
X flash by Thresh. Hook goes.
Drag is up in 30 seconds and they're hovering towards the bot side.
Renekton should just take this wave and then reset, then TP to fight.
Renekton should have the gold soon to get the second item.
Yeah, he almost went
Somehow
full
ETS gets first tower, despite
somehow.
Renekton being massively ahead.
Renekton TP coming in.
Yeah. ETS will have to give this one up and try to just get mid and tower pressure.
They're on Earth Herald, or Garen is at least.
Yeah. I think their best bet is putting Herald towards top and getting Garen out of the lane. Good lantern from Thresh to get Jinx out of there. Anderson's looking. They low Seraphine ult and it hits no one. They do not have Seraphine ult now to deter a mid push, so we'll see what happens. Garen resets on top side.
Dorado back.
Rift Herald is in Nation's hands. This is a very even game, despite everything.
Yeah, because the gold lead is mostly just on Renekton.
And then Ivor is pretty big. He went Gore Drinker. Okay, they're trying to 2v1 Renekton. Garen flashed in for some reason.
Does Jarvan change?
Asian almost gets one shot here. He has to flash out. Renekton flashes forward, and finally, the Garen ult kills the Renekton. They should just drop Herald top here and force a base race of some sorts. Dorado is pushing in mid and bot. They need something to do here. Drop it towards top. Induce is pushing bot. Thrush Hook lands, forces the flash out of Seraphine. Garen is just gonna keep shoving. Garen's about 2,000 gold behind Renekton right now. Charge onto top tier 2, which is great. Tier 2 towers do not regen health, so that damage will stick. Nation has Ashel. They might look for a pick with this. Whoever goes in the side lane will have to watch out.
Was Crown needed on Azir this game? That's my question.
I don't think so at all.
I think he could have just opted to more damage.
I think he got scared with Ivar getting a bunch of kills, but you just need to trust your ult to deter the fight, because realistically, his ult should be enough unless Jarvan and like Nation are hitting him from two different angles.
And then he has Seraphine shields to top that off. He has a Mumu peel. Because Azir is the main carry late game of this comp.
Exactly. If Azir not having like Leandries will make sure that like Ivar with Gore Drinker, Thrush, and like Silas Garen have the potential to like drain tank and provide like enough of a front line for like Jinx to punch through their team.
Yeah, I agree. He is getting strong though now that he hit Nashus.
Ooh,
Oh,
a little bit of a scuffle. Does not turn to much. I think Nation threw Ashel, and then Ash had to cleanse in response.
Ash Cleanse is a good cooldown to get.
It is. And drags up in a minute, so that means if they fight on spawn, Ash 100% will not have cleanse for this. So they could do something like Jarvan engage with Seraphine ult and go from there.
Yeah. I think Dorado might have to give this dragon. I don't think they can fight it.
Jarvan hit 2 items.
Actually, Silas is
Jinx has 2
very weak.
items. Silas does not have 2. I would say this is really
Very close,
it's
actually.
it's gonna be based on like positioning,
Yeah.
like map positioning, and who gets hit first. Because looking across the board, they have very similar item specs. We're looking for the pick onto a Mumu. The flash in for Thresh, and it
Oh,
doesn't hit anyone when he throws his hook out. They lost most of their engaged threat, but they do have a Mumu ult onto Silas.
I don't like wasting Seraphine either.
The Now having Seraphine ult means ETS should have a big shot, unless the Mumu does a lot here.
Thrush should just be dead here. Ivar
Jinx is
goes
too
in.
far away.
Azir.
Big ult. Seraphine's down. Renekton's in the backline. Jinx speeds up and gets out of there. Now they have to try to 2v1 Renekton with Garen and Jinx. Deuce is too far away to help with this. Renekton will look to double dash onto Jinx. He
Oh,
does get the stun. Garen ults too
oh
early,
my.
and Renekton kills Jinx, and the
And this
fight
is
is
a free
lost.
dragon.
I was really expecting either Garen or Renekton to sack the bot wave, because there's no turrets down there, and they just didn't.
Wait,
They both show up after the fight
back in?
happens. I can't believe Garen's going for this. I
He
think he just
starts
wanted to deter
drag.
the possibility of Dragon, but Silas just spawned. So we have to consider the possibility of a second fight. We have a TP coming in from Ivar. Silas has ult, and that's it. There's no other ults up at this very moment. So it should be ETS favored. Amumu's getting Raptors while they're taking Dragon.
They're just giving it. Renekton's not TPing. Renekton just did hit Sterox though, and that's very scary.
Yeah, this is gonna be as big as Renekton gets unless he keeps getting more kills. Usually, Fed Bruisers spike at 3 items and then they start to fall off, but if he continues to be, ahead by 2,000 some gold, that's not necessarily the case.
Yeah. I just hope no one builds Death Dance again. That's all I hope.
This
Mumu.
Garen build is so broken up. He has Warden's Mail, Phage, and the Executioner's Sword. So I have no clue what his second item's supposed to be. But at this point, he's bought like 1,000 gold into 3 different items.
He's definitely going the Mortal Reminder, but why'd he do it in that order?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the Phage is for. Do you
I
know?
think Hullbreaker.
I don't think he can go Hullbreaker. They're trying to 2v1 this Renekton, but just Thrush Garen. And they decide not to as the other team starts Baron. Garen doesn't have TPs, and Thresh won't be there for this either, so it's going to be up to Ivar, Nation, and Dark if they want to stop this. They do have Jinx ult. The smite goes through, Ivar gets a big ult, kills Seraphine. Jinx is zoned by
Oh
Renekton.
wait, Seraphine DC?
Oh, Ivar dies before his EQ comes through. Jinx is here to try to
Oh,
clean up.
Azir
It's
just.
Jinx versus Induced.
Oh, he didn't.
Jinx wins it, and I believe Thresh died to Renekton, stalling him from getting to the fight.
Game
Got
has.
juicy pause. Let's talk about our thoughts and prayers about this game so far.
That fight was very scuffed in my opinion.
I can't believe they let ATS get away with that. That was very poor
Yeah.
setup from them. They had about 2 people behind Baron Pit when Nation and Ivar went in, and then after they were in, Jinx was able to get in only because Thresh traded his life for the Jinx to get into that fight.
And the Azir ult was used on no one. It was just
Yeah,
sent out for fun.
I didn't even see the zero because it didn't do anything.
It was literally just sent out for fun when Jarvan was already CC'd by Asha Mumu. I didn't understand. There's no world Azir should lose that 1v1 to Jinx, but it happens, so.
Well, what happened is he used his Q and sent all 3 minions forward, and then he didn't have one left in reserve. So the moment Jinx walks out of their range, he had no DPS.
Yeah. I'm really just interested to see what this Garen buys.
I don't know what this is. It's so broken up. I'm not sure why he decided to do this. Because when you break up your items like this, it exacerbates your goal deficit. Like the only time I try to do stuff like this is, if you're just teching like Tiamat, for example. Sometimes that's really important because
Yeah.
there's a lot of top players with no wave clear.
And
But
some
in this,
junglers need Tiamat to get faster clears.
yeah, that's another
Fine.
example.
Like Trundle, if anyone plays Zed jungle, really helps him. Stuff like that. But like, I don't understand why he's building like that. I've seen Garens do double zeal before.
The
Stridebreaker.
double Zeal, it's kind of like the Garen thing.
Yeah, but it's just a power spike. It's not because you're like getting components just to get components. This is not no power spike. This is just getting components. I don't understand.
So quick update: ET New Moon did lose 0-2.
Are they only? Is it a 2 block?
It's a best of 3, and they lost 2 games.
Unlucky. Is this a best of 3 too?
Yeah, so the series is also best of 3.
Damn. So if they lose this game, they're out.
Oh, dude. Titans is so thoughtful. Why did the game freeze at unpause at 0 seconds?
Oh,
There we go. So let's see. Somehow the gold is a difference of 1700 at this point. The dragons are even. Next dragon's up in 2:30ish. Next baron's in 5 minutes. We'll see what happens. So Dorado does have Baron on their side.
He's added another pickaxe to the collection of components.
I'm very confused on what the human build is. Do you
Does
think
Hullbreaker build out of pickaxe?
I'll have to look it up?
Yeah, so this is definitely a Hullbreaker.
I just don't know if Hullbreaker is the greatest item to go when you're kind of not winning 1v1. I will say it's the most stat efficient item you could ever buy for its price. And maybe in the 1v1 he'll be stat equivalent to Renekton. I don't know if that makes him win it though.
I don't know. Renekton's throwing his build now. He's going Death Dance.
Oh my god, no! It's a Death Dance curse. At least it's on Dorado's side.
True. I don't know. I like this Renekton though. He played lane so well. And now he's
Yeah, this
throwing.
was a really solid Renekton game so far until his Death Dance pick
Yeah.
up. I think the Ashel down the center, Dark has to cleanse. Nation's in the backline with Seraphine ult. They trade
Totally what?
Seraphine ult and nothing happens. Alright. Ivar and Psycho are resetting here. Dragon's in a minute.
He did
Ash should
purchase the
have ult
Hullbreaker.
soonish. ETS has control of River, and they have mid prio. Psycho is going top with no TP 40 seconds before Dragon.
With the Hullbreaker.
So ETS now will need to buy about a minute until Garen is on this tower and able to actually threaten anything. ETS should be stuck in a 5v4 situation because of this Garen rotation.
I think they have to respond to Garen here though.
They are sending Azir top and he has TP.
Yeah.
ETS has lost their river control, but Dorado has gained it. Thresh may or may not face check into 4 people. We will see.
They're pinging the tower. Oh no, they're walking. And that's
Seraphine
it.
ult hits 3.
3-man Sarah ult.
Thresh is dead. Silas is in the thick of it. Dark had to flash over a wall. Renekton is going to fight Nation to the death. Jinx is too zoned to do anything here. And Garen has not hit a tower yet.
He has not. And
Ivar
Renekton
is going to
running
be
this
killed.
fight.
He messes up his
He
EQ.
misses the EQ.
This is travesty for ETS. Ivar may or may not get out. Jinx
Ivar.
slow with the chompers does come through. The move is gonna start drag. Azir is here.
Garen is
Azir
hitting the
did
tower.
use TP, and Garen is finally getting a tower top. Garen should just stay top. I don't know why he's leaving. He's not gonna threaten inhib. He's gonna go for enemy jungle. That was a crazy bush setup, by the way. I did not expect the Seraphine ult from River to hit mid lane.
Yeah,
Two
they're
people.
really
They
good.
get the hook
Oh?
onto the Renekton. This should be a big kill. This will be a shutdown. The Jinx ult comes through and kills Renekton. That was a 500 gold shutdown, a total of 800 gold.
That's huge for Jinx.
Yeah, Jinx is one of the most fed members in this game. She's at 13,500 gold, and Renekton's at 14k. So long as Jinx lives, she's going to output more damage than Renekton could even dream of. The Seraphine ult comes through. This should be more kills for Jinx. There's a kill into Ashe. Tower should come down here in a couple autos. Jinx does not choose to kill the tower in the middle of the fight so they can progress forward. So it'll have to be on next shove here. Baron is up in 30 seconds, and Jinx has not been able to spend her gold. Almost at 3,000 gold here.
She should just have BT in base.
Yeah, this should be BT or Immortal Shield Bow. I'd kinda like to see Shield Bow because Renekton's just gonna dive her, but BT first.
I like the BT for the adaptive force it gives you. It's very nice.
Yeah, it's going to be the most damage possible, but his survivability is gonna be a bit lower. And Jinx does have red buff. I think Solar needs to fight right here, right now, or just burn this Baron. The bot
Azir
lane,
does not hit
Garen
that.
is finally getting his big trade with his Hullbreaker. And he did finish a Randuin's. He's finally at 3 items.
But why Randuin's this game?
I don't know.
Renekton is
Ashe
still winning.
crits, I guess. I don't like Randuin's. I think it's for the double slow. Like, he goes in, he can Randuin's, and he can Stridebreaker. ETS starts up the Baron on the top side. Dorado does not know at this very second. It's already at 5k. This is going to be gone before they can even walk into River.
They just sneak Baron. And they're looking for engage.
They're looking for the fight. Silas does have the Mumu ult. That's a
Renekton
TP from Renekton. They're going to
covered.
have to play
Baron.
smart. Seraphine flashed into the back line. Nation still has a Mumu ult. Renekton's in the front line. Huge 3-man ult from
Azir
Silas.
just chunking everyone. It's Ashe flashed forward.
Oh no,
Nice
the
shuffle by
Zero
Azir.
comes through and sweeps them all up.
Is that
That's a
is that
ace.
game?
I don't know if it's game. There's 40 seconds on
Nash
most of
is-
ETS.
Nash
50
is-
on Garen.
I think it's a game.
That was a huge Zero ult from Induced.
Could he have not done that the whole game?
I don't know. It looks like they're resetting instead of going for the end. Everyone is up in the next 10 seconds, so they just don't go for it. Baron, I mean, it drags up in a little over a minute.
Azir backs with whole death cup.
Yeah, this is gonna be the hardest fight yet. Renekton's at 4 items, Azir's at 4 items. Ashe is at 3.5,
Yeah.
but ETS has Garen getting close to 4 items. Jinx has 4 items. They need to actually play this front to back. This is the Mountain Soul, and Garen is splitting top away from his team. This is the one fight you cannot leave to be a 4v5 and they get a pick onto Thresh. This will be a 3v5 if they even attempt it. And Garen will not be able to go to Inhib Tower until another minute or so. Looks like Renekton will be matching.
Thresh can't be walking up there though. It's not even Garen's fault.
Yeah, Thresh is a little overeager. Their only hope to stop this, I think, is Jinx ult steal.
Yeah. This isn't looking the best for Solar.
Drag gets started, but Dorado, Ivar, Nation, and Dark have something to say about it. Ivar goes in 1v4. Psycho's coming up. Seraphine ult whiffs. The movement ult hits Dark. Dark
Azir-
dies to Induce.
Oh, Azir just killed one shot her.
Yeah,
Yeah, froze. Okay.
I think
And
this will
Mumu Q
be
connect.
game. Dorado should just win here. Nation's trying to kill Sunrise bot lane, but what good does a kill on a support do if there's still 3 up on the opposite side of the map?
They just run mountain here.
Azir is resetting with TP, Renekton's still on the map. Nation just has to reset here. There's no way he gets this when he's fighting 1v3 against 2 of the most fed members against this Renekton and Azir. Renekton is at 5 items with GA at this point.
Yeah. Mountain Soul's so good for Dorado in this game.
It's going to be a huge problem for ETS. They're already behind gold, and now they're gonna have to punch through 10% max health shields. Oh,
Nice
Thrush gets
shuffle.
ollie ooped by Azir. This is going to be hard.
Induced is the MVP of these games.
Induce has been playing out of his mind both of these series. Ashe does have ult. I imagine she just tosses out and see who she hits. This is 4v3. Garen is resetting. Renekton TP in on this way. This will be a 4v5 fight to try to stop the end of this game. It'll be too hard for ETS. Jinx is trying to pump in the damage. It's taking her forever. Renekton Flash is in for the stun. Jinx is trying to do what she can. She only has one more teammate alive. Nation goes in for the stun. He's Zonia's. Jinx
Jinx
gets
gets deleted.
popped.
And
That's
that's
the end of the series. Dorado wins 2-0.
they just couldn't handle Induced and Renekton, I guess. I feel like a lot of the problems in those two games were draft related.
Yeah, I think it was really disappointing to not pick something into Renekton that either goes even or just beats him. The fact
Mm,
that you knew what you're facing and this is a performance you get out of Psycho with Garen is disheartening to say the least.
I don't understand the Garen lock. I will never understand.
And then we also had the answer. They had used R5 for Silas, so Ivar did get a huge lead, but wasn't able to translate it to the rest of the map.
Yeah, and even locking Jarvan mid versus Azir is just for early game tempo because Azir will always outskill Jarvan. Azir is like
Yeah.
strongest scaling AP mid right now.
What do you do for Silas's jungle build? Because this is Night Harvester with Conqueror.
No, if you're I never go Conquer, I go First Strike into Night Harvester. That's usually what I do. And it's just you go First Strike mostly because of the rune page for inspiration for the debt one and then the free boots and the reduced cooldown on Night Harvester. So you just snowball the game off 2 kills off like a level 3 gank bot. And that's how I see Silas Jungle the only way he can really be played. But I don't know. I don't like Conquer and Silas Jungle.
Yeah,
I
it's a
also like
tough
Reach.
game for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, they kept the gold even for a while. It's just the setup wasn't as good as it could have been. Like, even when they got to River first, they weren't on the same side or holding chokes together. They kind of just gave up the power to Dorado and then consistently were getting picked for it.
I think maybe
And
not one
also,
turn. It's like
like, the Seraphine pick into Thresh, I was expecting Thresh to do a lot more in lane with that.
yeah. Thresh didn't really do anything in lane.
and like
I don't
in the
think
mid
Jinx was
game,
the right
he
pick.
got like one good hook, maybe two.
Okay.
So, who's our MVPs? I know it's induced on Dorado's side.
Yeah.
Who played good in both games for ET?
Mm, yeah, I would say that.
The Darkstar ET MVP? Hype.
Yeah, I would
Valiant
say like
effort MVP.
yeah.
Let's go.
I wouldn't say they definitely need to step it up next week. I'm not very impressed.
Yeah. So that's all we got for tonight. We're gonna raid another stream to keep the love going. Did get some extra viewers from Titan, so I appreciate it. And that's about all for tonight.